Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 computer class. So we are discussing about database management system and our chapter SQL. So in the previous video we already discussed about SQL. What does mean by SQL? Specialities of SQL, a structured query language, features of SQL. It is very simple, flexible and also powerful tool for creating RDBMS, and also the components of RDBMS or SQL. Data manipulation language DML, data definition language DDL, and data control language DCL. So these are the components of SQL. Then in this video we are going to start our program section. That means we are beginning the basics of SQL programming, working with MySQL, how we are working with MySQL, and after that how we are opening MySQL, then creating database, opening data types and database, and last one was data types in SQL, MySQL. Okay, so we are discussing an RDBMS software. We are discussing RDBMS software called MySQL. So what is our software name? MySQL. This is a open source software for creating RDBMS. Different types of RDBMS softwares were available. MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, different versions of MySQL softwares are available. But now in your plus 2 syllabus we are discussing Linux platform. Actually, Linux is an open source operating system. So, we will use the software relating to that open source. So, that's why nowadays we are using MySQL. MySQL is an open source RDBMS software. So, we can easily download it from internet and we can share it. So, it is belonging to freeware software category. So, what is our software name? MySQL. Then, MySQL is an RDBMS software. Using this MySQL, we can create database, we can modify database, we can alter database, we can insert value into the database, and also we can modify values from the database. So all the operations relating to RDBMS we can perform using MySQL. Then we are going to discuss the features of MySQL. The first feature is it is an open source database software. What does the word indicate? Open source. Open source means it is free to use. Easily we can download it from internet and also we can share it with your friends and also relative. And it is very flexible software, or it is very flexible query language, because we can easily insert MySQL queries in PHP, Perl, Java and also JavaScript program. We can easily write or embed MySQL program queries in PHP, Java programming, ASP.NET and also JavaScript. And the third advantage of MySQL is it is portable and it is work on many operating system. It is an advantage, and it provides a high security level to database. It provides high security level to database. So first point, it is an open source software. Second one, it provides high security level for the database, and third one, it is portable because we can easily embed SQL queries in PHP, Perl, Java and also C++ and all. Then MySQL works rapidly and effectively even with large volume of data. There is no restriction relating to the amount of data. Large amount of data we can use in MySQL. Then it is highly compatible with PHP, one of the popular languages of web development. Then the most suitable language for MySQL is PHP. Nowadays PHP is using in everywhere for creating web development. So the most suitable language for MySQL is PHP. Clear? So these are the advantages of MySQL, and it is an open source language or open source database management system softwares. Then next one, how we are opening MySQL. Opening MySQL. To open MySQL, there are two options present. If the software is available in our computer, that means in our computer it is already. If you install School Linux, then automatically MySQL software will install. Otherwise, MySQL software updates will be available in internet. HSS Live it is available. We can download it and we can install it in our computer. Then second option is you want to click on applications, then accessories, then terminal. Application, accessories and terminal. Okay, what is the step? Click on application, accessories and then terminal. When you click on terminal option, you will get a black screen. Okay, MySQL will be the black screen. Then you want to type a command. The command will be like this. MySQL -u root -p. Okay, you want to type this command into the terminal window. MySQL -u root -p. This command you want to type in the terminal window. When you type this in the terminal window, then you will get a window open. Again a black window will come. That is in your textbook. A black screen will come. In that screen, MySQL MySQL icon will be there. So like this we can open MySQL window. Otherwise, if you are using Windows operating system, in HSS Live MySQL software is available. We can download it from the internet and we can install it in our computer. When you install MySQL software, if your operating system is Windows, they will ask for the username and password. So you want to give suitable username and password. So when you open or whenever you open MySQL software, at that moment they will ask for the password. If your password is correct, then it will open and you can type SQL queries. Clear? So that is the first method how we are opening MySQL software. To open MySQL software, click on application, accessories and then terminal. Then otherwise you can type this command MySQL uroot -p. Then when we type this, automatically the window will open, then we can type. Okay, clear? So this is how we are opening MySQL. Then next one is actually MySQL we are using for creating databases. Okay, actually MySQL we are using for creating database. Then once your program section is over, then suppose you want to exit from the MySQL window, there are two commands are present. One is quit command, otherwise exit. Okay, you want to type any one of them. If you type quit, then it will exit from the MySQL window. Otherwise, exit also we can use to exit from the MySQL window. Then, normally we are using MySQL for creating databases. Okay, for creating databases, we are using MySQL. Creating database. Creating database. Normally we are using MySQL for creating database. For creating database we are using a command create database. Create database. Okay, which command we are using? Create database. Database name. Okay, what you want to type? Create database. Here, create database in capital letter because it is a command. Create database is a command. That's why it is in capital letter. Create database, database name. Okay, then you can give a suitable name. Suppose you want to create a database for school. Then we can write like this. Create database. Create database What will be the database name? School. Like this. We can create a database. When we create a database name, automatically MySQL will create a database for our transactions. Okay. Then normally when you open MySQL software, there will be one software called MySQL database is present. So when you type any query or when you create any of the tables, then automatically it will save into that particular database, SQL database. So when you want to change it, then you want to use create database command. So what is the database command we are using? Create database school. Create database school. Then automatically MySQL will create a database. What will be the database name? School. So this is, then when you are naming database or when we are suggesting a name for the database, similar name will not be present. Okay. That means the advantage of that DBMS is that controlling data redundancy. Duplicate values will not be there. Then keywords cannot be used as database name. So give a suitable database name. Then when we write create database, the database will be created for our usage. Then, so now we created the database. Next one, you want to use this database for the further transactions. So the another one, opening database. Opening database. To open database, you are using another query, use database name. Okay, when we write use database name, automatically the corresponding database will open for the creation of table. So we can write like this, use school semicolon. Use school semicolon. Then what will happen? The database school will open for table creation. Okay, database school will open for table creation. So that is how we are opening database. Then next one, suppose you want to show all the databases present in MySQL. Then we can use another keyword or another command called show command. We can write show databases. If we write like this, MySQL will show the entire database present in that particular software. All the names will be displayed. Clear? Show databases. All the database name will display. Clear? I think it is clear. So these are the different types of commands that we are using in MySQL. For creating database, we are using create database, database name. Example, create database school. Then to open database for the transaction, we can use database to open the database. Then for displaying the number of data type or databases present, we can use the command show command. Okay, so these are the different types of commands that we are using in MySQL. Then next topic, data types in MySQL. Data types in MySQL. Data types in MySQL. So normally data types are classified into three categories. Data types refers to the type of values that we are using in our database or in our software. Type of values that we are using in our software. Then actually data types can be classified into three categories. First one is numeric value. Numeric value. Second one is string, and third category is date and time. Okay, so these are the three types of datas that we are using in MySQL. First one is numeric, second one is string, and third one is date and time. Actually, the third one is not familiar to you because in our C++ we are not using date and time. Then first one, numeric value. Numeric data types can be divided into two categories, integer and float. So the first data type for representing numeric is int or integer. Okay, what is the first data type? Int or integer for representing real values. That means there will be no fractional part. Int or integer. Okay, here I written in capital letter because it is a keyword. Okay, then any number, negative number, positive number without any fractional part we can represent using integer. There will be no syntax. We can write int variable name, then automatically it will be treated as integer value. So two values we can use, int or integer. So short form is good, int we can use. Second one, for representing decimal number, DEC or decimal. DEC or decimal. DEC means decimal or. Then it requires a syntax. DEC size comma D. This is the original syntax. We can write like this. DEC 5 comma 2. What does this size indicate? The number of digits present before the fractional part. Number of digits present before the fractional part. Then D indicate the number of digits present after the fractional number. So the example is 19883.52. Here 5 indicate the number of digits present before the fractional part. 2 indicate number of digits present after the fractional part. Example is DEC 5 comma 2. Okay, so these are the two numeric data type, int or integer, DEC or decimal. Then second one is string, char or character. First one is char or character. For representing character, if the number of character is small, then we can use char or character. It is equal to character array. Then any of the strings we can write like this, char of x. Char x. Then variable name char of x. That means x will be, for single character we are using char or character. Then next one is varchar. Varchar means it is also used for representing string value. Varchar means varying characters. Okay, varying character. Then there will be a difference between char and varchar. You know, when you assign a size for the character array, for example, if it is 10, then we will not use the entire memory location allocated for that character array. If the name contains only 5 digits, the remaining 5 memory space is vacant because it is termed as unused memory location. But in varying character or varchar, it will allocate memory according to the number of characters. Okay, if 5 character is present, then it will allocate according to that. The remaining memory can be used for any other purpose. So the suitable for to use memory in an efficient manner, instead of char, what you want to use? Varchar want to use. So in all our program, SQL program, you don't want to use char. If you want to represent gender, that means male or female, M or F, single character values you want to use, then only you want to use char. For all the other operation we are using varchar because it is an efficient data type for representing character, especially for string. It will avoid memory wastage by allocating according to the text. Okay, then next one is date and time. First data type is date. First data type is date. The commonly used syntax is YMD. First you want to specify the year, then month and also date. Otherwise we can use, but hyphen you don't want to use, slash or comma you want to use. Okay, so the commonly used syntax is YMD. Then time also present. The syntax is hour, minute and second. Hour, minute and second format. So these are the different data types that we are using in MySQL. This date you want to use because in some of the tables you want to use date of birth. If you want to represent date of birth, then the data types will be date. Clear? So these are the three types of datas that we are using in SQL. What is the first one? Numeric data type. Then tiny int, short int, then big int, float, double, decimal. Some other data types also present in SQL, but normally we are using these two. This two data type is enough to represent all the values in our SQL table. Okay, integer and also decimal. What is the syntax of decimal? DEC size comma D size. The number of digits before the fractional part. D number of digit after the fractional part. Then char or character. Char x string char and also varchar. Most suitable one is varchar. Then date and time. Two data types, date and time. So in the coming videos we will use all these data types in our SQL programs. Okay, so hope you understood. So again we will revise the portions that we studied in this video. What is our first topic was working with MySQL, how we are opening MySQL, then how we are creating database, which command we are using, create a database command. Then for opening database we are using show, for opening database we are using a command called open database. We are using use database name, and also for showing database we are using show. Then the different data types in MySQL. Numeric data type, string data type, then date and time. Numeric data type example was int or integer, DEC or decimal, and string data type char or character, varchar, then date, time. Then one more point, character always represented in single quote. Date and time also we are using in single quotes. Number you don't want to use single quote. Then you want to write one question in your notebook that's already given, different data types in SQL. Describe the different data types in SQL. All these you want to write along with example. Please read your textbook thoroughly and then write down the answers. Okay, so hope you understood. The remaining section we will discuss in the next video. Okay then, thank you.